kind of look at this as like an insurance policy, right? You know, power goes out, what do? Right? You run around, you look for flashlights, you hope and pray that it's not gonna last very long, right? You hope it's only an hour, sometimes it's 3, 4. What do? Maybe you got one of those big, smelly generators out in the garage and it's cold out and you gotta go get that thing started up, or what do? You go to your EcoFlow. I bought mine about 7 months ago, one of the best purchases I've ever made here at HSN. What I love about it is it's always there when I need it. And I even use it when I don't need it, right? I use it outside if I wanna power up outdoor stereo equipment, if I wanna plug in a fan outside, if it's too hot, I can do that. I can plug regular appliances into this thing. I can plug in air conditioners, a washing machine, a fan, a computer. I can plug virtually anything that plugs into a wall, I can plug into the EcoFlow. But let me just tell you, first of all, the value today is ridiculous. You're getting a deal today that was better than my corporate discount deal was 7 months ago. We've got 2 options for you today. You can get the straight up EcoFlow, right? Today on sale for $999.99, or you can choose the one that comes with the solar panel. I didn't get the solar panel. I'm gonna buy it separately. I wish I had bought it, but I was kind of like, do I need the solar panel? It allows you to live off the grid. You can actually charge your EcoFlow with the sunshine outside, so it's absolutely brilliant. Item number is 093569. On the bottom of your screen, you'll see that we've got it with and without the solar panel on FlexPay. FlexPay is just a way to break up the payment so you don't have to pay for it all at once. These are interest-free payments. There's no finance charge or anything like that. So you can see 5 Flex of $200 without the solar panel if you use your credit card. If you want to get it with the solar panel, it's $240 a month for the same amount of months. If you get an HSN credit card today, all right, first of all, you get $40 put in your account, which is fantastic because we're doing that as an incentive. But you'll also get what we call our VIP financing, which will allow you to stretch this out over 12 months. And if you get the just the EcoFlow on 12-month VIP, it's about $83. If you get it with the solar panel, it's only $99 a month. So you can have the 21st century battery backup for your home, for your appliances, if the power goes out, if you wanna go camping and you just wanna have a full out generator wherever you go, you can do that very, very easily by getting the card. So here's the retail value. Every day of the week, it's $13.99, it's worth every penny. Remember, you use this over and over and over again. It is one of the fastest recharging generators on the market. It will actually charge up to 80%. In 1 hour, recharge. In 1 hour, it'll charge back up to 80%. You don't have to run and get gas. You don't have to worry about a combustion engine. You don't have to leave this outside like you do with a regular generator. You can't bring a regular generator inside. It's gotta be outside, and then you gotta run the plugs through the windows or the doors. You never have to do that. All right, everything is incorporated into it. This is the unit right here. I've got a fan plugged into it. I got a computer plugged into it. I got tablets plugged. Everything is being charged on this unit. I want you to look at the size of it, all right? Doesn't look like your typical generator, does it? Usually generators are this big, that high. They have to be on the ground. You have to start them. They need oil. They need gas. They need to be outside because they're combustion engines and they give off toxic fumes. Nothing. This is running, and do you hear anything? It's completely quiet, which is another difference. When you have an electric generator versus a combustion generator, you do not have to worry about the noise. Everything is included in this. All of your plugs, all of your adapters. If you want to plug in the solar panel, we give you the solar panel adapter. We give you everything that you need to plug into it. As far as the unit itself, there is a gas gauge on the front of it that tells you how charged up it is. On the back, you're gonna have 6 of your regular home outlets. You've also got, in addition to that, you've got 4 USBs, so you can plug anything that's USB into this, times 4. We give you 2 USB-Cs, so you can also plug those devices into it as well. Top to bottom, there's not a better generator on the market, especially in the electric category. Listen, I don't even own a regular gas generator. I had none. A couple of my neighbors have them. I hear them when they kick on. They're noisy as all heck, and they have to be maintained. There's no maintenance to this thing, all right? When it runs out of juice, right there, see it's 99%. When it goes down to 0, you just plug it back in and recharge it. And remember, the fastest recharge on the market, 80% full in 1 hour. You've got all your power back. It'll hold its charge for up to a year. So you don't have to worry about keeping it plugged in all the time. Top to bottom, there is no better generator on the market. Item number again is 093569. All you need to decide is, do I want to get the solar panel, which is really cool, all right? Or do I just want the unit itself? If I'm you, and I'm me, I wish I did. I didn't buy it the first time around. I'm gonna have to buy it separately, but it allows you to live off the grid for as long as you need to, and you can recharge the unit with the sunshine that's outside. So grab one of these. It's been extremely popular so far today. It is en route to sell out. We've already got a bunch of people ordering it in this show, but whether it's your major appliances, your TV, your phones, your fans, whatever you need to get through a tough situation, EcoFlow will be there for you. Let me introduce you to our special guest. His name is Justin Smith. My man, he is standing by. Look, I think he's cooking breakfast. He's probably using his EcoFlow to cook breakfast. Hey, buddy, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guy. You want some eggs this morning?
Look at you.
I mean, what other battery-powered generator can you use to actually do the hot stuff, right? And cook my eggs in the morning. And I love that you said that it'll recharge fully in 80%. I have cell phones and tablets that won't recharge to 80% in an hour. So that's truly revolutionary. But, you know, speaking of, you know, revolutionary, 2020, if it taught us anything, it really taught us that, you know, we can never really be too prepared. And if there's one thing that can leave us feeling really unprepared, it's when we lose power, whether it's a natural disaster, whether it's like a government electric grid lockdown, or, you know, the most active storm season that we just had last year in over 100 years, whatever the case may be. You know, what's our solution to that? Well, like you said, we can go to the store and spend thousands of dollars on a big clunky gas generator with yearly maintenance and oil and all that sort of stuff. Or there's this is the most powerful battery generator that we sell on HSN. In fact, it is the most powerful in the EcoFlow lineup, a trusted name and brand worldwide in the power generator space, in the battery power generator space. And it is one of the most powerful in the entire world. And what this does, this isn't one of those battery generators that, you know, will power your lights and fans and phones for a couple hours. That's cute. This is the big dog on the block. This is the one that's going to power all your major devices. It has 1,800 watts, surges to 3,300 watts. What does that mean to everybody at home? That means it meets or exceeds the standard wall outlet all around your house. So look around your house. Anything you can plug in around there, you're going to be able to plug into the EcoFlow. 6 wall units on the back. I've got 6 ports on the front for all my electric devices. So let's go ahead and get started here. Like you say, I'm cooking eggs. Like I said, not just phones and tablets, but I'm talking big heat-producing items. You know, I've got my my blender going here. I got my toast going. But here's the big showstopper for me, guy. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug my big 1,200-watt microwave here. A lot of us have these in our house. Look at that. Big high-powered grounded 3-prong outlet. Check this out. Let's go ahead and plug this into the back here. Here we go. I'm going to plug that in, okay? Now our microwave is on. Let's go ahead. I got a little bowl of food here, a little oatmeal this morning. Let's toss that in and do a little express cook. Now my microwave's going, my little cooktop's going. I got my toast. I got all this stuff going. And I can sit over here and do a little morning ironing if I want, you know, while all my stuff's going. And the EcoFlow is going to be able to power that. Let me put that over there so I don't burn anything. It's going to be able to power that effortlessly. And that's the cool thing, is it's giving us that peace of mind, that sense of security, so that we're not left out in the cold. It's the difference between a hot meal and a cold meal. It's the difference between keeping our food keeping our food fresh and keeping our food from spoil, guy. And the cool thing about it, only weighs 30 pounds. Yeah. Its next closest competitor weighs 60 pounds. The gas power generator equivalent that gives off this much power, guess how much that weighs? About 75 pounds without gas, without oil. And I'm able to do all of this without any gas, without any oil, at the touch of a button. All I do is I press that, I activate. You can hear my food going off now. That big, beautiful LCD screen comes on. There's all my ports down at the bottom on the front there. And I can tell you, and I can see I've got 99 hours of battery left, 99%. It tells me the watts in and the watts out. And then one more thing before I hand it back over to you, Guy. This will also power a full-size 5,000 BTU air conditioning unit and a fridge for up to 20 hours. So let's see here. I've got my fridge. I just unplugged it. Look, it's off, okay? Fridge is off, and I'm doing all of this live on air so that you can see that when you guys get this home, it is going to do everything that I say it is. Let's go ahead and plug in my fridge now. Voila, now my fridge is on.
Look at you.
Now my food will not spoil, and it's going to run this full-size fridge, not mini fridge, for up to 20 hours, Guy.
Dude, you're a hero. That's what you know what? But isn't that's kind of like what you become, right? You are, it's Justin to the rescue, or Bill or Mary, or whoever it is. You are coming to your family's aid, and you're doing it in style. And you know, I've always said, there's two ways to get through it, right? You can survive it, or you can thrive in it. My father taught me that years ago. Why survive when you can thrive? Make sure you got backup food. Make sure you have backup power. Make sure you have backup water. This is just some of the things that it'll power. And you can see it, laptops, cameras, refrigerators, microwaves, toasters, toaster ovens, coffee maker. What? I mean, is there anything worse than not having a coffee maker when you wake up and the power's out? It's like, oh my gosh, I can't make toast, I can't make coffee. That is thriving versus just eating a cereal bar, which would be surviving, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's really nice if you can protect your friends and your family, anybody in your house that needs that battery backup. And you know, here's the thing, and just so you know this, more often than not, when the power goes out, it's out for not very long, right? Maybe an hour, but there are times when it's off for 5 or 6 hours, or there's times when the town says, hey, listen, we're shutting the power down, we gotta fix something. You're not gonna have power for 7 or 8 hours. What are you gonna do with your food? I mean, if you have a refrigerator or a freezer, whatever it is, what are you gonna do with that? This is a way to get through it. Is it cheap? No, it is not. It's an expensive item. I know that. That's why we split up the payments. A car isn't cheap either. Neither's your house, right? But you got to have them. So we give you a way to be able to pay for it without interest, no finance charge. You'll have it forever, all right? If you just want to use it when you go on a camping trip so that you have a fan, or you have a coffee machine, or you have a blender, it's perfect for that. But if you're using it to get through the really tough times, there's those outlets we were talking about. By the way, the little space in the middle is for your 3-prong. So if you want to put your 3-prong, your ground outlet, you can put that in there as well. Look at the technology. This thing is crazy. It's crazy, crazy power. All right, and as I said, there's a reason why you'll pay more for this than you will for some of the cheaper ones on the market. It's a better item, right? Has a 2-year warranty. It's going to last you way, way, way longer than that. I hope you don't have to use it that often for emergencies, but I hope you use it when you go camping. I hope you use it when you're out on your deck and you're like, you know, I wish I could plug in a stereo out here. I wish I could plug my blender in. I wish I could sit out on my deck and have a beautiful lamp outside. You could plug anything into this, all right? Come on over and I'll show you the front of it. Justin showed it to you from his shop, but I'll turn it on really quick. And this is how it works. I have mine at home and I love it, all right? It's very, very simple to operate. You know these, there's your USBs, whatever you got to plug that's USB goes right in there, right? On the other side is all the regular home outlets that you're used to at home. Just plug whatever you want to plug into there. This gives you a little readout of what you're using, the amount of watts that you're using, the amount of power that is left. It's very simple. It'll gradually work its way down to 0, at which point you recharge it. And remember, the fastest charging products on the market. So unlike you know, in a regular generator, you got to get in a car and drive and get gas, which I hate doing anyway. I hate transporting gas in my car. But anyway, you'll never have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with fumes. My neighbor has a big giant house, and she's got a built-in generator on the side of her house. It kicks on from time to time, just I guess to test it. It's the noisiest dang thing you ever heard. And I don't say anything to her because it doesn't go on that much. But when there's a power failure, that thing is the noisiest thing on the block. There's no noise. This is on. And you can't hear anything going on. I said before, it's not cheap. I know it's not. It's expensive. It's a really important item. But when you think about some of the other items that you spend money on, you buy a car, you have car insurance. Why? Just in case your car has trouble, right? Or you get in an accident, you have a backup. This is your backup. But this is a backup for your life, for your home, for eating and drinking and staying cool and being informed. Plug your computers in here, plug your tablet in here, your fans, your lights, whatever you need. And remember this too, is that it's not gonna just get you through an hour or two, it's gonna get you through hours and hours and hours. All right, this is, you know, we offer you the little phone chargers, which are great. You know, but you know, sometimes you don't get that much extra charge, and it's just a phone. That's all you can plug into it. You can plug virtually anything into it. Over here, if you take a, can you guys follow me if I walk? Yeah, you will. So over here, there's Rebecca's, my director. Rebecca, I've been away for 2 weeks, so she's not used to my smarty pants stuff. So here we have it. This is the solar panel. It actually comes with a little stand so that you can face it up to the sun. This is the one I would go the route with the solar panel. I mean, it's so cool because if you don't have power for longer than a day, You want to recharge your unit here, you can recharge it with the sun. We'll show you that. We have some footage of that. There it is. And by the way, that's a big solar panel. It's really big, considering, and it will charge up the unit itself. We give you the adapter to be able to plug that in to the EcoFlow itself. And listen, we have different styles of EcoFlow. This is the big kahuna. This is the one I bought. There's another one called the River, which I considered. It's about half the price, but when I thought about it, I'm like, dude, I don't want to have to, I want full power. I want as much power as I can get, because I know here in Florida, which is one of the worst states for tornadoes, hurricanes, all that stuff, power's gonna go out. It's just a matter of when and how often. Up north, right? You get nor'easters up there. I'm from up there. Out west, you get dust storms. You get all kinds of weird stuff. This is a way to be able to protect yourself. Item number 093569. If you want it without the solar, it's $9.99. If you want it with the solar, it's $11.99. Look at the retail with the solar is almost $1,800. You're getting it for $1,200 today. All right, $9.99 versus $1,400. You got $40 off extra if you get a brand new HSN credit card, which will also give you VIP financing, which will change the financing months from 5 to 12. That's a great deal. You know, when you buy a house, guess what? You pay for a house and a half when you finish financing it, right? Because they add interest. We don't do that. You will pay whatever we're charging today, but you'll spread it out over 12 months. If you get the without, it's $83. With the solar panel, it's $99 a month. Your family, your survival, your enjoyment of life. I mean, come on. It's worth $99 a month for 1 year to have this thing for years and years and years. All right, I'm gonna give it back to Justin because I've been doing all the talking here, but you know why, because I own it and I love it.
I know, and I just said that to Justin, my camera guy. I said, guy owns this. He can speak to this personally. He's not just fibbing to us right now. But that's, I think you mentioned a very important thing, Guy, with that solar panel. And I just want to express to everybody how important that solar panel is, because if we have, a power outage, gas stations, if you rely on a gas generator, you can't put gas in your gas generator if there's no power at the gas station. So the solar panel allows us to create that self-sustaining power. We become self-sufficient, that we can create that sort of power at that point. And if you wouldn't mind just coming a little bit closer, if there's anything that, like I said, 2020 has taught us, it's that we can never be too prepared. It only takes one time being without that power. So if you live in a condo, an apartment, or a townhome like I do, you can't have a gas generator. You got to keep the gas generators outside, open a window, run cords through the open window. So what's your alternative? Not one of the less powerful ones that will power your lights and fans for a couple hours. You want the EcoFlow DELTA, the one that's going to keep your entire kitchen, your entire office. Because my friends in Southern California, not just through natural disasters, they dealt a lot with it over the summer when they were all working at home and putting stress on the electric grid. The city would shut down the electric grid for a few hours in the middle of the day. They couldn't work. They couldn't do their at-home school. So what did they do? Well, they just dealt with it, or, I don't know what they did. They just sat there in the dark for a couple hours, couldn't get work done, couldn't get school done. But now you're going to be able to power your entire office. You're going to be able to go to school and at home and take all of your meetings and not have to stress, not have to be anxious, because whether you've been without power for 15 minutes, 15 hours, 15 days, you know how vulnerable and distressed you can feel. Well, take that power back now, and look, let's get to it. What happens when our power in our office goes out? We lose internet. Well, we don't lose internet. What happens is we lose power to our router. So I have a Wi-Fi router here. Let's go ahead and I'm just plugging it into the back. We're going to see it light up now. Now my router's on. Now I have internet. Now, who's out there? You're like me. You lose internet for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you're like sitting by the campfire like Tom Hanks in Castaway, and you're like, Wilson, and you're like, at the end of the world's coming. So now that I've got internet, let's go ahead and plug my phone in. We're going to see that one come on, and let's go ahead and get my tablet going here. So got my tablet, my phone going. What about my landline phone here? Let's go ahead and plug in my landline phone. So now we've got my landline phone, we've got my internet. Let's plug in the computer. Let's get the computer going here. Here we go. 1 second. Let's get that going. Lights, and all that coming on. Here we go with the, there's my computer on. Nobody likes to work in the dark. Now, I'm doing all of this live on air here. Check out the light over here, because, again, I want you guys to see that everything I'm plugging in is going to work for you when you get it home. Now, what about if you're working and you want a big 65-inch TV on? Well, I got you covered. Let's go ahead and plug that in too, Guy. Man, look at this, and I'm just going to keep on going. I got that plugged in. Hold on, let me point my remote over here. And we're going to see this go ahead and power up here in a second. All right, so now my TV's on. What about if I want to stay cool? Or if I'm, up north and I need, that can be a heater as well, but I got this, or I can run my air conditioner off of it as well. My wall unit, my camper AC, my 5,000 BTU AC unit. But now you're looking at me going, wait a minute, this is more than the 6 outlets on the back that you're plugging in there, Justin. I thought you said there was only 6. Here's a little life hack, a little cheat, if you will. I brought a power strip. I've got 3 things plugged into it: the fan, the printer, and this air purifier over here. Let's go ahead and plug this in as well. Here we go. Let's plug that in. Now my fan's going. Check this out. My printer just came on. The air purifier came on. Let's not forget about the tunes. Let's get our Bose our Bose music system plugged in. Here we go. I plugged that into the strip as well. You see that light up now. Now I can listen to my radio. I got full connectivity, and this isn't just going to power my office for a few minutes, and I got to hurry up and get my work done. It's going to power my office for days, maybe even longer, so that I can continue to do my work and have that peace of mind and sense of security, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you get up to 13 devices all at once. 13 different things. I think you got about 9 or 10 going there, Justin, right now, but you can do up to 13 of these at once. Listen, I said it earlier. There's 2 ways you can go through an emergency, right? You can struggle, you can just try to get through it, or you can thrive in it, right? You can be like, we're okay. We've got heat, we've got light, we've got food, we've got a cooling, whatever it is you need. When you've got a backup battery generator, power supply, you're good. And you could be good for days, all right? It really depends on the length, obviously, whatever it is that you're dealing with, the number of units things that you're plugging in, but you will know exactly how to sort of, adjust it just for you and your family. But I've said this to Justin before, my dad would put like 8 or 10 gallons of water down in the basement, and my brothers and I would laugh, and I would be like, you're never gonna drink that. Sure enough, if a power failure came, or if there was the water got shut off, we'd have water and we could wash and we could drink and we could do all that stuff. He also had meat stored in a freezer forever. He didn't have a generator, but it was in a freezer, so in a deep freezer, it probably lasted a couple of days if anything went wrong, but we had food to eat. It's smart to do, right? You'll live better, you'll sleep better, that's for sure, knowing that if something happens, you can pop on an air conditioner. You ever try to sleep when it's hot? Oh my God, I sleep with a fan every day just because I like the noise, right? But I also sleep in a pretty cool house. If the main air conditioning goes down because of a power failure, I want to be able to kick on whatever I've got, because I do have, believe it or not, I bought a little portable AC unit just in case my AC goes out, because I never want to be in Florida without AC. You've got backup. And remember, we haven't even talked about some of the fun ways you can use this if you're a camper, boater, fisherman, whatever. If you like to barbecue outside and maybe you want a big old fan out there to cool things off or to blow the smoke around. Maybe you want to plug your stereo equipment in. Maybe you have no external outlets in your home out on your deck. Maybe you built the deck later and you didn't put an outlet out there, or you need more than one outlet. You've got that as well. 6 separate outlets, but you can always learn the little tricks like Justin just told you, and you can plug a power strip in, no problem. Remember, we're shipping it for free, and I will tell you, it's heavy, all right? It's a battery. Like the car battery, it's heavy, okay? So we're gonna ship that for free. You don't have to pay for that. I think it's like 25 or 30, but there it is, right down on the bottom, right? You're getting a discount of $400 on the without the solar. You're getting a discount, look at that, from $15.99 down to $11.99 of $400 with the solar panel. Why do you want the solar panel? Well, the solar panel allows you to recharge the unit without having to plug it in, using the rays of the sunshine. And hey, listen, I love whenever we can do stuff like that. Anything that is eco-friendly, anything that uses stuff that doesn't create emissions, you're doing stuff that's great for you, it's great for the planet, you're gonna have it for year after year. Even if you don't use it for emergencies, you'll use it for other things. I've already used mine. I plug all kinds of phones, if a bunch of phones need to be charged, whatever it is I have that's rechargeable, I'll stick in there, right? Because I have an older house and a lot of the outlets are not grounded outlets, so I have to buy adapters for everything. I just use this. It makes it easy. 093569 is the item number. If you want to get it, grab it. And by the way, we are already half sold out of the model with the solar panel. I don't think we're getting any more. Let's check back in with Justin. We got about a minute or so left, buddy.
Yeah, Guy, I am just sitting here, I'm glamping. So look, I've got a hair dryer here, and let's go. Listen, Guy, you've got a lot of hair like me. We can hair dry. I've got my 32-inch TV in my tent. When I was a kid, I would pretend to camp in my backyard. My dad would send me out with a flashlight and a comic book. What I wouldn't give to have a TV. What about our medical devices? Do you depend on a medical device at home? Your CPAP machine. Maybe you can't go camping. Well, now you can, because again, it only weighs 30 pounds. It's not heavy like a gas generator and it's completely silent, take your medical device with you, plug it in so that you can sleep more, you can sleep better at night, and you can just have more comfort. What about your air compressor here? You want to go ahead and inflate that inflatable mattress or inflatable kayak. Again, it's like taking your home with you. It's feeling safer. It's feeling more at ease. Take those home wall outlets with you. It only weighs 30 pounds. It is sturdy, but it is safe, completely silent, no gas, no oil. As simple as one button press on the top, and I am getting full access to that 3,300 watts of surge power that I am getting, which is more powerful than my old gas generator that only surged to 2,200 watts, by the way. And I'm getting that in the palm of my hand, ready to go, giving me that peace of mind and sense of security with the EcoFlow DELTA guy.
You sleep well at night, don't you? I know I do. I know I got a backup. I'm good to go, right? And you will be that way as well. Hey, Justin, hang on, because I know, dry your hair and do whatever you got. Make your toast, eat your coffee, or drink your coffee, whatever you got to do. Stick around. I know you got a cool TV, and then we're going to do another presentation of the best value of the day coming up in just a bit. So we'll see you in just a sec, my friend.
Thanks, guy.
All right, buddy. Hey, by the way, we have a little thing called